Is he okay?
I'm not sure. Yeah, but look.
No, you're fucking kidding me, what?
Here we are. Sieger's the last one.
Ladies and gentlemen, please can you now clear the pit lane?
Hiya. Thank you. Hi everyone, and welcome back to channel IRS. And I'm continuing my R90 SP3, where I'm trying to beat Fernando Alonso lap time at Daytona Sandown Park circuit with their go-karts D-Max 125cc. And this week I'm visiting Thruxton Racing Circuit, where taking part British Touring Cars Championship Round 3.
But now it's like I'm in the basement. Number one spot, now she found her a replacement. I swear now I can't take it, knowing somebody's got my baby. And now you ain't around, baby, I can't think. I should've put it down, should've got that ring, cause I can still feel it in the air. See her pretty face, run my fingers through her hair. My love, my life, my shawty, my wife. She left me, I'm tight. Come through and just ain't right. I was thinking about wishing she pick up the phone, but she made the decision that she wanted to move on, cause I was wrong.
So guys, this is week number 1, and this is our last week of our project. And yes, once again I didn't beat Fernando Alonso lap time, but I'll be honest with you, the project, I think the third project was the best one. You know, I visited so many circuits, so many events. I spoke to different drivers, different level of driving styles, you know. So in this project, R90 SP3, I can tell you that I found a lot of information about racing driving. And yes, I can tell you why I didn't beat Fernando Alonso lap time. And after race number 1, I'll tell you 3 main reasons why I hadn't beat Fernando Alonso lap time. So enjoy race number 1 now.
Hello, hello, nice to meet you. Voice inside my head. Hello, hello, I believe you. How can I forget? Is this
So the reason number one why I hadn't beat Fernando Alonso lap time, it's decision and patience. Yes, I made a decision, and that decision is really strong. I made a decision to do my racing career, but patience, this is what important. I lost my patience halfway through. You know, I started it like everything fine, you're doing results, because at the beginning you're always going to have a result, so you're always going to have a successful result. So when I started my project number one, record 90 SP, the first one, everything was fine. Every time lap times was better and better and better, you know. Then with the project number two, record 90 SP2, lap times start to getting worse, because instead of being patient, I was disconcentrated. I wanted results immediately, and this is what affects my lap times. So guys, if you're starting something, especially if you're starting racing career, if you want to be a racing driver, remember, in this job the most important is to be patient. Why? Okay, let me explain you more in details. Let's say you are doing your practice session, yeah, and lap number one is warming up lap, so you are slow. Lap number two is quicker because you warm up the tires. Lap number three quicker because the tires got needed temperature, and then you have 10 laps which is consistently the same, which has consistently good pace. And suddenly after lap number 10 you start dropping down. It's not significant dropping down, but the lap time, instead of going quicker, the lap times are slower. Why is it happening? This is because inside of your brains you're thinking, aha, 10 laps, I can feel it, everything is fine, everything goes perfect, so I can speed up, I can brake later, I can turning in later, I can back on the power quicker. And you know what I tell you? No, you can't. You can't do that. And the reason is very simple, because you will mess up your lap times straight away. Why is that going to happen? Why you will mess up your lap times? It's very simple, guys, because there is a muscle memory. So if you're doing something good, keep going like this for 2, 3, 4, 5 practice sessions, sometimes maybe 10 practice sessions. As soon as you feel comfortable, as soon as you feel that yes, I can consistently do that lap times, and even sometimes I can go a little bit quicker, 1/10 of a second, maybe 1,000 of a second, but I can go quicker than I've done it in a previous practice session. When you feel confident with that, then yes, then you need to try something different. And when I'm saying different, yes, you need to try brake later. Maybe you need to push it a bit harder, maybe finish it braking earlier, come back on a power, but don't do it aggressively. Come back on a power nice and smooth. So this way you're not messing up your muscles memory. You know, you don't break your muscle memory very quickly. You give it time to your muscle memory and to your brains to remember this driving style, to adapt to this driving style, to develop this driving style, and then you're moving into another driving style. So this is the reason number one, guys. This is decision and patience. Very important thing. If you made a decision, remember, you have to be patient. Let's move to the reason number two, after race number two.
Every day a nigga try to test me out. Every day a nigga try to end me, pull up in that roadster SVI, pockets overweight getting hefty, coming for the king, that's a far cry. I come alive in the part-time mind. The competition, I don't really listen. I'm in the blue moon, so I'm bumping new edition, 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 new edition,
Reason number two is character stiffness. Sometimes we are too soft to ourselves. I'll explain you how. Sometimes we are, let's say we're doing physical exercises, we need to lose a weight, yeah, and this is my problem, it's a real story. So I started, I've been regular, consistent, I've been pushing myself towards and towards and towards, you know, and
James Bailey onto the podium, if you please. James,
then with the time I was thinking like, oh, I'm going too hard, so I can relax, you know, I can give myself 2 days off, 3 days off, you know. Then I started to be very soft with myself on food, you know. I allowed myself to have some sweets, some junk food, you know. So, and I've been 75 kilos. From 105 I went down to 75, and now I gain another 15 kilos, 20 kilos, so now I'm 95 again.
And apparently he's number one fan as well.
If you do something, and if you do racing driving, if you do racing career, you have to have a character, and that character have to be tough. You know, it have to be stiff like a metal. You know, you can't be soft with yourself. It's a hard job. Yes, it's a hard job. The breaks, like when you rest, this is part of your job as well. You have to balance it. I didn't balance it at all. You know, I've been working hard at job, then I've been practicing at the go-kart, then I've been filming for my YouTube channel. Nothing's been balanced at all. Nothing. You know, I've been doing everything 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, and one day I just broke. You know, I just broke up, and that's it. And everything went wrong because you don't have enough. Your patience going down, your character broken down. You know, so and you allow yourself. You are starting to be soft to yourself. You allow yourself not to do physical exercises. You allow yourself not to go to a practice session or not to be concentrated on the practice session. I've been attending all my practice sessions which I could attend. You know, any free minute which I had, I've been spending it on a Daytona circuit. But with all that mess in my daily routine, in my work, and I call it the racing career. This is a job, you know. In this job, with all that mess, I messed up everything. I messed up my racing driving. I messed up my body weight. I messed up my concentration. So everything went wrong. So remember, if you're doing something, character, build up your character. How you do that? Every time, if you've done something, do it a little bit more. If you can do even more than that, do it more than that. You know, do it more. Again, you know, I can say you don't over push yourself, don't go too hard on yourself, you know, and this and that. But listen, at the end of the day, how you gonna be better than the other drivers if you're not gonna over push yourself, if you're not gonna go harder?
over the moon, you know.
If you've done
we were carrying quite a bit of weight
5 kilometers running, run another half kilometer. If you've done 10 kilometers running, run another 2 kilometers. You know, if you had a one practice session at your go-kart and you have opportunity to do 15-20 minutes more, do that. Do that. If you have a chance, if your budget is okay, if everything is fine, do that. If your budget is not fine, find the way how to do that. Find the way. When I'm saying find the way, this is what I call go over the limits. I know some of us are tough on the budget. Me is the same. I am tough on the budget. You know, I don't have enough for my practice sessions. I always over limit my budget, you know. But hey, listen, this is the life.
Getting cramp on the way up to the podium, just then driver excuse.
If you're doing something, you want to be better than the others.
Long enough to think about.
There is no other choice. Just go over it. And reason number 3, I'll tell you after race number 3. Reason number 3. Reason number 3 is target. You have to make a target, you have to build a target, you know, and you have to go to that target, only to that target, nothing else. At the beginning, your target is not going to be Formula 1 or even British touring cars. Your target at the beginning will be to get into the average lap times. So I'll explain you. Let's say at Daytona Sandown Park, average lap times, this is somewhere 47 lowest, 46 highest, with the D-Max go-karts, yeah, Rotax 125cc. So if you achieve that lap times, then your target is quickest lap times. This is somewhere 46 lowest, 45 highest, something like 45.9, 45.8. And only then, when you achieve that lap times, then you can go for records. You can try to beat Fernando Alonso or the quickest driver on that circuit. Sorry, you're not going to try. You have to beat that driver, because that's why you're doing that, you know. And you will do it. I'll promise you, one day you will do it. So why I didn't beat Fernando Alonso? Because my target was straight away too high. Yes, I've done go-kart before, I've done it in the past, but it was many years ago. And just a year ago, when I started my YouTube channel, and on 22nd of May, that's going to be a year when I'm running my YouTube channel properly. The YouTube channel exists for 10 years. But I uploaded that day, so I uploaded 23 videos, and that's it. The most action with the YouTube started a year ago. So let's come back to my target. I built my target too high. It was too high straight away, you know. The first target, the first record which I had to do, it should be 46 middle consistently. 46 high, 46 middle. This is the target where I should do consistently 46.9, 46.5, 46.9, 46.5. This should be target number 1. Target number 2, it should be 46 lowest. And I'm not speaking about 45 yet, 46 lowest. So when you achieve that target, then we can speak about 45, and then we can speak about Alonso. So that's why my project crashed. All 3 projects actually, they just crashed because the target which I took was too high for all 3 projects. It's nothing wrong with that, because you learning on your own mistakes, and it's good that you're doing mistakes. It's good that I am doing mistakes, because this is how we're learning, you know. Believe me, you're never gonna learn how to drive if you're gonna see only how the other drivers do mistakes. You have to do mistakes. You will do mistakes. It's normal, it's natural, and it's nothing wrong with it. So if you remember, character, never give up if you do mistakes. Yeah, so this is how, sorry, this is how we have to build our targets, step by step. So I would even, you know what, I would call reason number 3, there is a better name for reason number 3, I would call it target step by step. I think that is more correct, and that is more understandable. Yeah, this is it, guys, for today. British touring cars finished, and my project finished as well, and soon we're gonna start another project. Which one? I'll tell you later. See ya. Right, guys, and one more thing. Here at Thruxton Circuit at Btcc Championship 2018, I've bought present which we're going to raffle. We're going to raffle it next month, in which video I'll let you know video before that. So here it is. This is the price which I bought. Yeah, like this. So this is BMW of Colin Turkington. If you're a fan of BMW or you're a fan of motorsport, Btcc, doesn't matter. If you are a fan and you want to get this one, so what you have to do, number 1, you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and number 2, you have to leave a comment in the comments down below. Leave a comment, I want this BMW. So this is it, 2 rules: subscribe, comment, I want this BMW. The people who commented and who subscribed, they will be in that raffle automatically, and the system will give us one winner of this amazing BMW. This is it, guys. I finished project, I finished this video, and we're gonna be back next week, after next week, and when we're going to start next project, I will let you know definitely. And that project, the next project, gonna be more interesting than this one. Every time I'll try to do more and more interesting and interesting. See ya.